Alright guys, so I normally don't do a lot of like music centered videos, mostly because I never know how they're gonna be received. But this time around, I really wanted to do this one because A, I always like to try and experiment with new video ideas, and B, this is a band that I really love, and it correlates to horror, which some of you guys most of you subscribers out there really enjoy as well. So yeah, it's more or less like it's also a band that some of you guys listen to because I talked about the album. Well, their latest album and the band itself, and that's Ice Nine Kills. Yeah, we're going to be doing an Ice Nine Kills video. And also, if you're also an Ice Nine Kills fan, finding this video by happenstance, please subscribe to the channel. There isn't a lot of music-centered videos, but maybe you'll be entertained by... I don't know. I never know. Algorithm hates me. But yeah, so... yeah, today it was announced that not only are we getting a new song centered around American Psycho, but it looks like we're getting a sequel to The Silver Scream, their latest and probably their most popular album. I didn't jump onto the band with The Silver Scream like a lot of fans did. I was introduced by my friend Steve Baxi with their other album previous called Every Trick in the Book, which was, the theme was, it was based off of a lot of books, and a lot of those were horror novels, and then they went on to The Silver Scream. So yeah, 3 years later, we're getting a sequel, because no good horror movie is not without its sequels. Every horror movie deserves a sequel. Have you ever heard of franchises? Damn right you have. So it was only a matter of time before Spencer and the boys did a sequel album. And I think we all kind of knew that was going to happen, but here's the thing, we never knew like what was going to be on that list. We never knew. And with the looking like we have a new announcement for a new album, was centered around a follow-up to Silver Scream, I thought it'd be kind of fun and that we already have one confirmation by the looks of it with American Psycho, which I thought, initially I thought, wouldn't it be so funny if it was a cover of Hip to Be a Square, because of how it played out. And then it was announced Hip to Be Scared, featuring Jacoby Shaddix from Papa Roach. Alright, I guess they decided to collab after working with Hollywood Undead, both of them working together with that song on Hollywood Undead. Anyway, no disrespect to Papa Roach fans. I think Shaddix I think he's got a really good voice. Roach, the band, PR has just kind of like fizzled for me, but if you're still a fan, that's all fine. I'm all happy for you. But we're not here to talk about Papa Roach, we're here to talk about Ice Nine. So, more or less what this video is just me spitballing of what movies I would love to see them do, and what ones are possibly going to be on this new list. Now, we already have one song, so if we go by the train of logic of this new album, it would stand to reason that it's probably going to be 13 tracks. So we have 13, it's much like the last video, like the last album. So we've got one, so here's another 12 ideas for what horror movies I think could work as Ice Nine Kills songs. And starting off, we have Candyman. Candyman was actually one I was hoping for the previous album. It was another major horror icon, and I do think this is going to be a thing. I do think, with the possibility of this album, that Candyman's going to be the next big one, because that movie is going to be coming out soon. It's literally next month. So we have Candyman coming. So, and I know Spencer is a big fan of that movie. So hopefully that's the one. Following that, we have Child's Play. Another movie franchise I was surprised did not show up in the previous album. You know, it's a well-known horror franchise from the 80s. Child's Play making a big comeback. I think it's a strong possibility that that's one of the most likely ones to appear in there. So the next one, I have the list right here. I'm looking back and forth between this because I knew I'd forget. The following one I'm thinking of is, and this might not actually, this is the one that, like, I already have a feeling that if this new album comes, well, yeah, we already know we're hinting at a strong album release. So with this new album release, we probably already know that Candyman's a strong possibility. Child's Play, definitely. I have no doubt that Child's Play is going to be on that album. in some capacity. But this is one I think might be like a dark horse, kind of like how Silent Night, Deadly Night got a song from Ice Nine, and that is Wishmaster. Wishmaster was an early '90s horror film with a lot of horror classics in there. It was a lot of excuse me. It was a lot of a lot of great horror alums in there, like Tony Todd, Kane Hodder, Robert Englund, so many others. But yeah, also Ted Raimi was in the movie. I keep forgetting Ted Raimi was in the movie. Yeah, but yeah, Wishmaster is like a dark horse. I'm going to call Wishmaster a dark horse, mostly because Wishmaster has like more of a cult following than most of the others. I would actually say that if I was to pick another one outside of Wishmaster as a better shot, it's Leprechaun. I'm pretty sure because Einstein really loves to play with the themes of each character, so I would imagine them trying to do like Irish metal, like Irish core with like they did Christmas core with not Enjoy Your Slate, goddammit. Merry Xmas. So Irish core is so I would say Leprechaun has a better chance, but I still would love to see Wishmaster here. Following this, and this is another one I do think is going to be in this new album, and that is Hellraiser. No doubt about it. That was another one that I was surprised that did not appear in Silver Scream. A lot of people were thinking Hellraiser was going to be in there, but yeah, I think it's a strong possibility that Hellraiser's another one. It's another major horror franchise that's been getting a lot of buzz, and again, Spencer's talked about being a major fan of it. So, Hellraiser, no doubt. I have no doubt in my mind that Pinhead or the Cenobites themselves are going to be in the next album, in the song. Following that, we have Psycho. Psycho has been very close multiple times to being a Einstein Kill song. Multiple times. Like, I think Spencer talked about almost doing a Psycho song, but then they did Enjoy Your Slay, which is based off The Shining, to be like the end for the official end to Every Trick in the Book, and then it would it was the transition between Every Trick in the Book and Silver Scream. But Psycho was actually close, and they actually did a poll of which one people wanted to see more, because a lot of people forget Psycho is based off of a book. So I think Psycho's got a definite shot. I do think and they did a song that was... They did a parody of Jamie's Mom with Jason's mom and Norman. They mentioned Norman Bates. So I really do think Psycho is going to get a song. Following that, My Bloody Valentine. Spencer has made it no qualms and no secret that he loves trashy slasher movies. He really loves them. And it gets no... well, there's a few. Pieces, for one, which I actually do think has Pieces has a shot of being there. But no doubt, My Bloody Valentine's got a major shot of getting a song in the new album. It's a well-known horror franchise, even though it's only got one movie and a remake. There's a lot of stuff you could do. Like, I imagine this could be a power ballad, like they did with American Werewolf in London. So, yeah, I really think that's another strong contender, is My Bloody Valentine. Following that, Evil Dead. Another one that I really did think had a shot of being in Silver Scream. But, hey, I would love to see Evil Dead represented, this major horror comedy, in the second album, the follow-up to Silver Scream. It's a popular horror franchise that's getting a new film, and again, Spencer's made it very clear that he loves that film, and the rest of the band love that film. So, absolutely, I definitely think Evil Dead's got a major shot here. Next up is Cujo. Multiple reasons why I think Cujo... And if there's another one, because one, again, Spencer and the band have made it no secret that they love Stephen King. They did, obviously, Carrie, The Shining, and It. Yeah, they did all three. They did the three big ones for Stephen King. When you think Stephen King, you think of one of those three. Cujo is the fourth. Cujo is the fourth one that people think of. And they did a song, and you may be thinking, oh, that's dumb, they wouldn't do a song about a dog. Oh, really? They did a song about the shark from Jaws. Yeah. So don't tell me they wouldn't do a song about a dog. But there is another major Stephen King book that has another major, that could easily be, instead of Cujo, it could be Misery. Yeah, it could be Misery, the other major Stephen King novel that people think of when you think Stephen King. And again, it's another major Stephen King property, and it was a very well-regarded horror movie, so Misery could be another one. So it's either, I think, because again, they really do love Stephen King. They've brought up his work in 2 albums now, so it stands to reason they do it again here. So my money is on Cujo, but the other one is definitely Misery. So Cujo, Misery. I'm leaning more towards Cujo because personally I like that more. That's actually weird tangent. That's actually where I got my love for St. Bernard's. So I'm just a little biased. So I'm sorry. Following that is I Know What You Did Last Summer, 90s slasher movie. And you may be thinking, why this one? Why this particular one? I'll tell you why. Spencer, again, loves work from not only Wes Craven, which I know this was not a Wes Craven work, but he did help make it in a way, and Kevin Williamson, the writer for Scream, which was it's Spencer's favorite movie, his favorite horror movie. So he also loves this movie. He loves work from Kevin Williamson. So, no doubt in my mind, this is I Know What You Did Last Summer is probably another front runner for the new album. That's another one that's probably another major front runner. I would be shocked if I Know What You Did Last Summer didn't show up in the album. That's another one where I'd be shocked, where I was like, really? It was kind of like when they did the album and they didn't do a song about Ghostface, and then they did the extended album with a cover from Thriller and a song, Your Number's Up, which is a song about Ghostface. Following that is another, and this one I think does have a major shot of getting the Ice Nine treatment. That's Happy Death Day. This one has been a very cult favorite and very popular horror movie. Again, Spencer the band have talked about loving that movie. So, Happy Death Day, I do think has a lot of themes you can play with. Like, I'd love to see them kind of do like the how they would handle the loop in the song, like how they would incorporate the elements of the loop into the song. I mean, with a lot of these, there's easy ways to incorporate elements of the movies into the song, like My Bloody Valentine. You can make that like a parody of a power ballad, because it's Valentine's Day. Or with Candyman, you can make it, this heavy, just kind of dark feel to it. With Child's Play, you just make it like you could have little toys in the background. Hell, for the Pennywise song, they had members of Less Than Jake show up with trumpets. There's nothing this band will not do, I'm telling you. So, next up is Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers is another one of those movies that has a popular fan base, and I do enjoy the movies, but at the same time, this is another dark horse, I think. I do think Spencer has mentioned that he's liked this movie, but on the other hand, he's also talked about the controversy involving the director, which you guys, if you know Jeepers Creepers, then you know what Victor Salva did, so fuck that guy. And I'm glad we're getting a new storyline without Salva there, so I'm happy for that. But that's a dark horse. I will put that in the dark horse pile right there. And finally, and this is just me this is just my personal, I want them to do a song about this, is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I love that movie. And they've already proven they could do a song about a killer clown from outer space. You've already proven it with It Is the End. So just do a song about killer clowns from outer space. That's all I really want. As for other horror movies could get the Ice Nine treatment, Suspiria, another favorite of Spencer's. Suspiria is another strong contender. Poltergeist as well. The Changeling. House on Haunted Hill. That's another one. I believe I would like to see them do like classic movies as well. Like The Fly would be fun. Like I'd love to see them do a song about The Fly. Probably if they do a song about The Fly, it probably won't be. It probably wouldn't be about the original 50s movie. It'd be the David Cronenberg movie, if anything. So yeah. Also, I really hope we get a cover of Ghostbusters. After hearing their cover of Thriller, I was like, man, I really want to hear what they could do with the Ghostbusters theme. Come on, Spencer. Come on, guys. Ice Nine Kills does the theme from Ghostbusters. I'd die. Tell me you wouldn't want that. Anyway. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of, to all the Ice Nine Kills fans out there, what do you guys think of this news, and what horror movies would you want to see get the Ice Nine Kills treatment? Just what horror movies, just comment below, let me know. What kind of style would you want those songs? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.